We're back from a trip to visit Sig in New Hampshire for the inaugural Next event. At this event, they had a couple dozen media. No doubt you guys have already seen lots of coverage on other outlets there, as well as several dozen dealer, distributor, big folks for Sig. We saw two factories. We saw the flagship store. We visited the Sig Academy and spent some range time, all to shoot new products that are coming out in 2024. As a journalist, I don't think it'd be fair of me to give you a full review or anything representing a review, so I just want to give you my impressions on some of these things. It's also jotted down in an article with links over at gbgunsdepot.com. While some of the other outlets took the time to make their full videos there, I didn't want to get in the way of everyone else doing their things and cause interruptions to the flow of traffic, so T and I took our shots, got some clips of things, made some notes, and that's what you'll be seeing in these videos. It'll be a series of videos. I'll do it on each of the major new products that we had a chance to see. First up is the FLUX Legion. Now, the Flux platform has been out for a minute, and gotta admit, when I first saw it, I thought, okay, that's cool for like executive protection details, maybe a few other niche applications, but I really didn't get the point of it. That's because if I'm going to have something as large as a PDW or a large format pistol, I'd rather have more muzzle energy and be able to deliver more energy than you can with a standard sidearm. That said, after spending some time with the FLUX Legion, I was impressed. Tia was as well. Pretty easy to shoot, easy to operate once you get the hang of all the manual of arms of it, because things are a bit different, and it did enable quicker, more accurate shooting. We didn't get to shoot at distance, and that's one of the things people like to talk about. I think that's kind of funny because most handgun rounds lose their energy pretty quickly. They're not really meant to fly far, so I wouldn't call it a long-range pistol thing. I also got to, in handling it, realize how much smaller and lighter it is than a large format pistol or a PDW type thing. So I see it as a great in-between there. I could really see this for executive protection, detail type things, or as a backpack type gun. The proverbial truck gun is usually a little bit higher powered, but for something you take camping or hiking, or you have a stash and go setup, I can see that. Why stick... Tactikitty is glad that I'm home. I could see wanting to do it with a 320, 365 I think would be cool too, if that's already your main sidearm, or you're going to make that your sidearm. That way you've got the mag interchangeability. But with this FLUX Raider Legion setup, you get 61 rounds on tap if you're using the two 30-round mags and have one in the pipe already. Has a manual safety to it. A lot of features that I think are pretty neat. I would love to get one in for review and be able to spend more time with it. Whether or not we can, time will tell. So that's just a quick rundown and initial thoughts. There's of course more in the article. Check the pinned comment over at gbgunsdepot.com, running through all of this, as well as links that have the full specs and all of that kind of stuff, pricing, where to buy. All of that will be filled out as these things become available. We were bleeding edge on getting our hands on this stuff, and of course not all of it was even available to market as we were shooting the stuff at the range. But when we got into the factory, we saw plenty of it being made, and quite rapidly. It's very impressive what Sig pulls off there. If you guys have any questions about any of this stuff, check that article. If there's a question still after that article, comment on the article, and I'll do some digging, see what kind of information I can find out, and hopefully fill things out from there. Sorry these are short ones, but I just didn't feel it was fair to you, or to my own credibility, to try to give some type of a review or deeper dive while we were there in New Hampshire. There were people to interview, could have done things like that, but doing that would have interrupted the time and the flow for everyone else. And I try to be gracious of my hosts and aware and civil towards those that I'm at events with. So just do the light things. If you guys want a full review on something, let me know, and if we're lucky, maybe Sig will send it, or maybe the patrons will vote for it next time we hold a vote. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.